Hello my viewers, I'm back at it again. I'm out here on my project property. Well, as it turns out, the fifth wheel that I was giving to somebody, and in fact I gave him 2.5 months to get it off the property. Well, he just couldn't seem to get it off the property, so I have to deal with it. And it's actually this camper has some mold and mildew problems anyway. A lot of the lamination on the outside has got wet underneath, so it's peeling, and it's just gonna be better off if I tear it apart. So that's where I'm at. I'm having to tear it apart. Kind of upsets me a little bit. You know, I thought somebody could use it, but oh well. That's how it goes. So what I've decided to do is tear out the windows first, clean them up, and try to sell them on Facebook Marketplace or something like that. And then I'll also take out some of the appliances that's inside, and maybe the commode and sinks, whatever I can sell on Marketplace. So I'll just part it out and throw away the rest. So that's what I'm working on right now. I know that it's going to take me a little while just to get this off the property, but one thing that possibly somebody could do is maybe once I get it down to the frame, somebody could use it as a tiny home type of frame. You know, something they could build a tiny home on. I don't know. I'm thinking that, like, for example, the windows that's on this camper could be reused on a tiny home. That would probably be the best use of them. So, I mean, you know, I'm sure that what can be used off of it will. If need be, I mean, if nobody can use the frame or whatever, I'll just take and scrap it out to the scrap yard. So nothing really goes to waste. Not much of it anyway, in reality. At least not that's any good. Now here I'm cutting away these windows with the skill saw, or circular saw. I prefer to call a tool by its actual name. But yeah, it's just a circular saw. And I found this is to be probably the easiest way of getting these windows out in one piece without the glass breaking and all that. Is just cut around the frame with a circular saw and grab the window out in one piece, and then once I get the window out, I can clean it up and have it ready for somebody to reuse. So now the laminate on the outside, that's a thin layer of fiberglass is all that is, and it's glued onto some thin veneer. So that's all you really have on the outside of these campers is something, you know, just a very thin wall, and then you have usually 2x2s or something like that in the frame. It's all very lightweight, and that's the way they're built because they have to be lightweight. But you know, I'll tell you something. I mean, I'm not bad mouthing the camper industry by any means, because I mean, I've seen some campers withstand hurricanes and everything else, and I'm talking about some serious hurricanes. As long as a tree don't fall on it or something like that, I mean, it can withstand a lot of storms. They are built very strong. I've seen some of these campers really withstand some serious punishment. One thing though is if a fire breaks out in one of these campers, I mean, you forget it. You just want to get the heck out of there, because I mean, they'll go up like a tinder box. Because what I'm doing is I'm stripping away the that thin layer of fiberglass, okay, that's glued on the veneer. I'm burning everything that's wood, and everything that's burning, I mean, it's just going up like like, I mean, it's like flammable or something. It's crazy. I mean, it's very dry wood. So that's one thing about them. I mean, if they ever catch fire, you just want to be away from it. If you can't put that fire out right away, man, just get out, because it's going to take out that whole camper real quick. And anyway, so now one thing I thought I would talk about, okay, and I mean, I don't know, here we go again. I know this could sound like just an old man's rant, but computers, okay? I mean, I remember there was once a time that I really enjoyed computers. I really did, because I thought they were fun. I mean, back in the early 80s, I even had a Commodore 64, where I learned how to program in BASIC language, and I even made up my own programs and games and everything like that. I mean, I had a lot of fun with it. But lately, it's the computers have really taken over just every aspect of our life. I mean, things that really shouldn't be taken over. Like, for example, if you make an appointment to go to the doctor or something, I've seen some of these doctors' offices that insist that you download their app so that you can check in with their app. Okay, you can't just walk up to the receptionist at the doctor's office and check in when you get there. You have to actually download their app and check in with your phone or something. I mean, what the heck? What if you don't have a smartphone? Okay, I mean, what do you do? Not see the doctor? I mean, that's the only other thing. I wouldn't even go to a doctor that where I had to check in using an app, because I just don't think that that's right. There's something wrong with that kind of what kind of a world is this coming to, man? I mean, it's just insane. I'm more of a human being than I guess they're trying to, the powers that be are trying to train us to be. I just can't stand that something that was once something fun or maybe somewhat useful in a lot of ways is becoming our master. Okay, I mean, I can't believe that it's really coming to this now. I mean, I wouldn't want to be around, I don't think, when every form of communication or something is going to be an app where you can't even talk to a human being anymore or something. I mean, what do? You give your infant some kind of a cell phone so that they can communicate with you? What kind of a world is this coming to? I really am having a hard time understanding this. I'm wondering what is going on with my generation. I'm 70 years old, and I've tried looking up old friends from when I was in high school and things like that. Nobody's on Facebook. None of my old friends are on Facebook. It's the craziest thing. Have they all died or something? I mean, I can't believe that anybody I knew, okay, has died or something. And I would think that, most people would be on Facebook. Now, I'm not, I know it might sound a bit hypocritical of me to wonder what's going on with that, since I just got through ranting about computers taking over our lives, but I mean, I've noticed that a lot of people have Facebook. Now, I don't have problems at all with Facebook or YouTube. I actually enjoy it. But when it becomes such a necessity to get around, that's when I have problems with computers. Like I was saying, some things about computers are actually helpful and very beneficial, I think, to society. Like YouTube, an extremely handy, beneficial tool. Okay? I mean, you can learn how to do just about anything on YouTube. I mean, that I wish YouTube was around when I was a much younger person. I mean, I would have been all over it then. The even Facebook, I think, is a good handy tool, or a lot of the other social media outlets, I think, is actually very beneficial to society. Even though you may or may not agree with a lot of the content that's on it, but it is very, very helpful. It becomes, I mean, it's not like it's a necessity to have a lot of those. It's not like social media is a necessity in that you can't hardly, function without it. But when the government creates apps, or your doctor's office creates apps, and to do just some basic everyday things, I mean, it's just not helpful. And I mean, I see there's problems. Now, there are some governmental things out there that can be very handy, like, for example, being able to sign into your Social Security account, or to you, things like that, okay? Or with the IRS. Those are very handy. I mean, they come with some dangers that lurk, where people are constantly trying to hack you. Those are some dangerous things out there. You just have to be able to take precautions. Now, but like I said, though, computers are actually intertwining with our everyday use of needs, we'll say, okay? And like I said, if you need to go to a doctor, that means you need to have a phone, like a smartphone, and you need to sign into the doctor's office. There's something wrong there, okay? Even though these doctor's offices have receptionists, and you get there and you can say, "Hey, I'm here, but I don't have a smartphone," they just look at you like you fell out of the sky or something. "Well, I'm sorry, sir, but you're going to have to check in with our app. Just use your smartphone, download the app, and you can check in." Well, what if you don't have a smartphone? They don't care. They absolutely don't care. They have no pity upon you. Okay, they will not help you in any way. So this is just, maybe some people think it's a rant, okay? That just because I'm an old man or something, but I'm sorry. It has to be said, okay, that these computers, maybe it's the people behind the computers are being the problem, and not so much the computers. I don't know what else to think, or what. I mean, there's no fixing it, more than likely. And now AI is, beating down the door. And in some ways, I think AI can be helpful, but then it scares me, okay, about the security risks behind AI. That's the problem. If anyone out there has a use for any of these windows that I'm taking out, or anything else out of this camper that I can scrap, let me know. Just let me know in the comment section. I'll put my email address in the description, and you can email me. I live in the North Florida area, around Bell, okay? Bell, Florida. That's Bell. So just let me know if you think you can use them. I'd sell them for about $10 a piece. I think that I should be able to get those. I mean, they have aluminum frames, and the glass is good, and they're in pretty decent shape. They work and everything else. So, you can just let me know, and I'd be glad to hook you up with this stuff. So anyway, like usual, you don't have to like this video, but I do appreciate it if you comment and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching my videos. I hope that what I'm doing here and showing is helpful in your endeavors. Thank you very much again.